All right, one of the things I thought was interesting going down through my research was I found this article about getting better with treatment, time to target biofilms. I already been through this, written by this doctor, this MD, who's had a lot of experience with trying to treat difficult problems, and I think most of the difficult problems are due to infection in the body and probably locked up into biofilms or resistance strategies. So he goes through some of this information. He talks about this galectin 3, and he says it's the backbone of biofilms. And this is a chemical that's produced by the immune system that is quite inflammatory, so it causes a lot of problems. And he thinks by suppressing this, or inhibiting it, or slowing it down, that the body can heal because it's so pro-inflammatory. Um, he says it gets expressed into circulation response to illness, infection, injury, stress, aging, and other factors, and becomes a driver of chronic inflammation, tumor growth, metastasis, fibrosis, and immune suppression. Um, but he goes in the article that he feels that galectin 3 is sort of at the backbone of biofilms. And the idea is that if you inhibit this molecule, then the biofilms will sort of disintegrate. There was a lot of um, information about this enzyme, this galectin 3. These people wrote this article. It's really pretty good. So they say one molecule for an alphabet diseases from A to Z. And there's your introduction and identification, secretion. Um, and then they cover the A to Z from asthma to dermatitis to cancer, tumors, various human cancers, um, COPD, and so forth. And so most things are inflammatory, obviously, with chronic fatigue syndrome, myalgic encephalitis, long COVID, autoimmune diseases are all going to be probably dealing with this, even including diabetes and so forth. So, anyhow, he believes that if you suppress that, then you're going to get better. And his recommendation is modified citrus pectin. So, and underline the word modified because apparently it's the molecule size that makes it important. So, the smaller the molecule, the more effective it is. And so there's several products, and he owns the company that manufactures one, which I purchased. It's a little bit more expensive than the others, but I felt that it was worth a risk um, to know that it's a high quality molecule, so I don't have to second guess that. He says he uses it quite extensively in his practice to address Gal3 and a number of diseases. He says it's the only known agent to be able to bind and block the pro-inflammatory actions. He also indicates that it's a powerful detoxifier and heavy metal binder, which is interesting. He covers some other things in here, edible mushrooms. I'm not sure. I've never tried those particular species. I've done a lot of mushrooms. Um, I didn't get much help, but I never tried these or that one. Alginates from kelp, which are very interesting. Um, Alginates are able to pick up uh, heavy metals and other toxins. There's research on certain brown kelp or brown seaweed, um, Modiflan, Modiflan, I believe is the name of that. That was used by the Russians following Chernobyl nuclear disaster, where they said that that was able to, I don't know if it was able to protect the cells or literally detoxified. It did something beneficial. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. But there's other brown algae that it's probably not a bad idea.